What's good? How you doing? It's your girl D, back with a technology vlog. It has been a long time since I've brought you anything technology related. I've been rocking with the Google Pixel XL for a long time, and even though I'm overall pretty pleased with the performance of the Pixel, there's been a lot of things that have happened over the past several weeks since I've upgraded to Oreo that you know, like, if the Note 8 wasn't coming out, then I could tolerate it. But the Note 8's coming out, so we're about to get that shit. Unfortunately, I pre-ordered my phone through Best Buy at the beginning of September, and because Best Buy was offering the additional $150 off for those who financed it, or, you know, however it is, they were offering an additional $150 off the phone. So a lot of people were flocking to Best Buy and pre-ordering with them. For people who actually pre-ordered direct with Samsung, because Samsung was trying to still collect up their remaining Note 7s that there are. Y'all not getting this back. They were offering like $425 off the phone. I'm good. I still have phones that if I really honest and truthfully want to get some trade-in cash, I could. But be that as it may, I'm not pleased with my overall experience in ordering with Best Buy. And the email actually said, hey, you know, my confirmation email said that I would get the phone by the 15th. It actually said in the confirmation, get it by the 15th. Shipped on the 13th. I was like, cool, bet, we in there. And it's the 18th. There are a lot of people who actually pre-ordered direct with their carrier or direct with Samsung. For some of those trade-in deals, you had to actually pay for the whole thing up front. We ain't got money like that no more, fam. We spend it on makeup, sorry. But the fact of the matter is there are a lot of people who already have their Note 8 in hand. And, you know, I was like, okay, cool. Best Buy is going to just go ahead and stick to that release date. And it's the 18th, fam. Shit, I'm sorry, self. Like, past self, I'm so sorry. Future Diana, it is all right. Us is good. But it's the 18th, and I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why it is that the shipping was so long, especially when I thought I paid for expedited shipping. So I'll be reaching out to Best Buy's customer service to confirm that. Be that as it may, since there have been thefts reported, I have been hyper vigilant in monitoring the progress, because I know that there's been a shortage. I know that this Note, even though with the whole Note 7 debacle, that this phone is in popular demand, and I am just, basically I want my shit and I'm about to whine about it, okay? So if y'all are here for that, if you're pissed off at Best Buy, let's talk about it. I'm about to call UPS to see if they can give me any kind of information as to why it is that there's been such long lapses of time in between these updates and scans, because it shipped from California and made it to Lenexa, Kansas, where there's a hub for UPS here in the greater Kansas City metro. When Lenexa is like maybe 20 minutes from me, if that, depending on how fast you drive. So what is the holdup? Why are we adhering to these kinds of shipping regulations when the phone is already out and released? So, okay. I apologize for whining. I apologize for ranting. I apologize in advance. But I'm sure that there's somebody else out there who's just as irritated as I am, and I wanted to go ahead and share my experience. So, let's get these motherfuckers on the phone, shall we?
I found your status. That package is on time and scheduled for delivery on Tuesday, September 19th. Would you like to hear this again?
No.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Talk to representative.
I can connect you to an agent, but that's the latest status information we have for your package at this time. Now, would you still like to speak to an agent?
Yes.
Doing fine today. How about you then?
I'm alright, thank you. My name is Diana Alexander, and I am calling, making sure that everything is in order with my package. I'm hyper vigilant in monitoring the tracking, since it is a Galaxy Note 8, and there have been reported thefts from distribution centers and from couriers and delivery agents of these items, since they're popular right now. So I had called on Friday and there hadn't been any updates. The person that I spoke to on Friday stated that the next scheduled scan would be for Monday, which is today. And I'm not sure, I do see that it finally did make it at least to the greater Kansas City area as of the 16th, but today is the 18th. And there hasn't been any other movement. So I just wanted to investigate as to why there's no movement. Are they holding it intentionally? Is that scan that happened on the 16th, is that the scan that should have happened today? Just to see if there's any other information available.
Regarding this, I think check our system here regarding on this. For this one, this package is still in transit, and it's still within our facility. And let me check it. And it says here that it's physical scan, so we'll have to wait for further scan or for an updated scan here, because the delivery date is tomorrow.
I understand that the delivery date's tomorrow, but as mentioned, I am hyper vigilant in monitoring and making sure that there is continual steady progress with the movement of this item, since it is fairly expensive, and as well there have been other reported thefts of similar items. So that's why I'm asking, since there hasn't been any movement for 2 days. Prior to that, there wasn't any other movement for, what does it say? Yeah, so it was shipped on the 13th, departure scan of the 14th, arrival scan of the 16th, but that's it. And so with it, I figured that there would be a more up-to-date something that has transpired with today being a weekday, but all it says again is just there's the arrival scan was 11:52 a.m. as of the 16th. And as mentioned, since it's an expensive item and one that people are stealing right now, that's why I want to investigate as to any other delays, potential for delays, because the representative that I spoke to on Friday stated for me to go ahead and call back today.
May I just place you on hold for a bit? I'll just check our resources regarding on this one then.
Thank you.
Thank you then.
Low key, I will never pre-order with Best Buy again. This has been a disaster the whole way through. And yes, there have been reported thefts of actual shipping facilities being robbed for these things. And people trying to go ahead and sell them on the market, like eBay's got them right now. Or somebody jacked them and is trying to resell some on eBay right now. I just want to make sure that I get my shit, because that I paid my coins for. And that I'm making sure that it's babied the entire way through. But for these extra sparse ass updates with shipping, that's what I'm investigating on. I've recorded my call on Friday, and unfortunately, because I was in my car and on the Bluetooth and recording on my phone, I didn't get their audio. So I only got my audio, and I don't think that video would be beneficial to share with you all. But in that conversation, the representative did say, because there wasn't any movement at all other than just leaving California, and I understand that we've had some natural weather, some natural disasters, and some inclement weather that has happened over the past few weeks. I get that, but coming from California, to Kansas City fam. Ain't that just a straight shot out 70? Don't know. Either way, be that as it may, I just want my shit. And I was patient. I did the pre-order. And some people have a pretty subjective interpretation of the word pre-order. Some people feel that a pre-order, as with their carrier, you pre-order with your carrier, that guarantees that you're going to have a device on launch day, if not ahead of other people. I pre-ordered with Best Buy with the same presumption. My fault for presuming. And the phone was officially released as of Friday the 15th. Today's Monday the 18th. And it still hasn't made any kind of movement or updates. Not to mention, for a lot of people who pre-ordered back when pre-orders were first available in August, they already have their shit. So why did Best Buy want to go ahead and be stingy? Anyways. I'm gonna need this young lady to take me off hold though. I'm hungry.
To the destination. That's why it doesn't have a scan yet. So we'll have to wait for the destination scan, and then that will be the time when your package should be ready for your final delivery to your delivery address.
Okay. Even though it's actually in Lenexa, Kansas, which is, I don't know, 20 minutes away from me, we still have to wait for that?
Yes, ma'am, because there's a delivery date here, and the delivery date is not yet, it's for tomorrow, and it has not yet expired, so for this one, we'll have to wait for a further or updated scan here.
Okay.
Because for this one, it will be this package will be held at our facility, and then it will go to the destination scan.
Okay. And
before we can say that it's already updated.
I'm not necessarily looking for the package to be considered as outdated. I was just interested as to why there's such long lapses in time between scans. You know, even traveling all the way across the country, I can kind of understand a day or so delay, but it's here within the greater Kansas City area at I'm presuming a UPS hub. I know that I can't go and retrieve it until the first delivery attempt has been made. I'm just, I just am interested in, because again, I'm hyper vigilant in monitoring the progress, and there hasn't been any other progress since this weekend. So that's why I'm calling. Would you, because the last representative that I spoke with on Friday, she assured me repeatedly that my item was safe. Would you provide the same assurance, or do you feel that there may be justification for me to be concerned?
Because for this one, your package is still moving on its way to the destination. That's why for this, I can assure that this package will be delivered tomorrow. Because the next scan here should be, the destination, and that is before the delivery date.
Okay.
And the delivery date is up for tomorrow.
I understand the delivery date's tomorrow. Like I said, I just wanted to know why there was a lack of progress when it's already here in the area, and just making sure that my package is safe, because I can't do anything to protect it. I have to rely on you guys. And if you are providing limited information, then there is a cause for concern. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, I ask, would you, because you assured me that my package will be delivered tomorrow, but would that also constitute an assurance that my package is currently safe? Or do you not have a way to validate that? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Because for this one, ma'am, it's still, as I can say, this package is still in transit. So, for this,
I understand, and you reiterated that my package is in transit. What I'm trying to affirm is some type of assurance that my package is safe. That's what I'm asking you. The previous representative that I spoke to, she did assure me that my package was safe, since I wanted to track the progress since there's been theft. You haven't given me that assurance that my item is currently safe or not.
yes, ma'am, your package is safe as of now because it says here that this is physical, so it means that they have scanned it physically, your package, so it means that your package is safe. It is still in transit, ma'am.
Spiffy. That's what I was needing to know. And
It's safe, ma'am.
and what is your name?
Jane, ma'am.
Jane?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any kind of employee ID number or reference or anything?
Sure, ma'am. It's EZB1RJS.
Okay, thank you. If in the event that my package is not safe or it does not arrive on time as mentioned, this conversation has been recorded and will be uploaded to YouTube to affirm that you didn't keep your word.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Sure, ma'am. I hope you have a good day today, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I an impatient person? Mildly. I'll give it that. But at the same time, if everyone else is getting their shit ahead of me, I kind of am having jealous little kid syndrome. Like, okay, they got theirs first. Where the fuck is mine? Like, they get to go play on the playground first. How come I don't get to play on the playground first if recess is all at the same time? Like, you bitches. Anyway, so I dare to say that's... She sound a lot like the last motherfucker that I dealt with on Friday. But anyway, so... has anyone else tried to pre-order with Best Buy? I do not recommend it. The last time that I actually did get phones from Best Buy, what I did was I actually walked into store on launch day. From what I've been reading is that there's been a shortage. I know that there's been a shortage because there have been some thefts. It's exceedingly unfortunate, and I hate people who do dishonest things that make it more difficult for those of us who actually are willing to spend our hard-earned cash on nice things, because we do deserve nice things, and this exactly in shit like this, when you are a booster or something like that, that's exactly why we can't have nice things. Like, that's the whole reason behind that cliche phrase, and it's irritating as fuck. So of course, where I spent my money, if you've only got 5 updates over the entire course of, I guess 5 days is a little pushing it a little bit, but still, you know, the shipping label was created on the 13th. The shipping label was created and it was shipped on the 13th. I was thinking, because, and this is where I have grievance with Best Buy. When I did the pre-order, almost 2 weeks ago, when I did the pre-order, it actually said in the confirmation, oh Lord, we like that motherfucker that said, we heard about the evacuation on the confirmation. It actually said, get it by September 15th. And I will link that information right here so you can go ahead and see. It says, get it by September 15th. So if it actually states, get it by the 15th, and again, it was my fault to presume that they actually would keep their word since they gave the confirmation, get it by the 15th. The fact that it's being shipped and not arriving till 4 days after the 15th. Now, Best Buy's got an answer for that. Now, I do understand the UPS being the actual shipper, that they don't have full say in what all transpired, but like that's one thing that I do want to explore, and I'm gonna see if I can take that up with Best Buy's customer service. Like, if I paid for expedited shipping, why the fuck is this shit not happening expeditiously? Anyway, so yeah, that's my frustration. Hopefully this shit will be here tomorrow. Do you guys have a grievance with Best Buy and their whole pre-order experience? Please let me know in the comments section below. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you have any questions or suggestions, hit your girl up in the comments section. If you're new here, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you back on my channel. But if you're not here for me, my shenanigans, my opinions, or flagrant use of the word motherfucker, that's fine. There is an X in the corner for you to click and get your life and get off of my channel. But if you are here for my shenanigans, you are beautiful, amazing, wonderful, spectacular. And if no one else has told you, I appreciate you. Note 8. Can't wait. Even though this shit is running late. Ooh, I'm a poet. And there's a playlist for that too. All jokes aside, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.